Welcome back to another Phill-osophy Arc episode. This morning I'm covering the topic of admitting we're wrong. Admitting we're idiots. Admitting when we messed up. Because that's a big part of the key to happiness of life. Is knowing when we've done wrong. Knowing when we're stupid. Swallowing that bitter pill, chewing quickly and getting back to it. It's hard to admit when we're wrong, because that would admit that we're living below par, or that we're living lies, and that those lies were misleading us. When politicians admit they're wrong, well, they get executed, and they don't get their term of office for 4 years. Like Julia Gillard, Kevin Rudd, executed. It takes a lot to admit when we're wrong. It takes a lot of courage. Because then we understand and stare right down the barrel of the truth. Of that there's a lot of work to be done to make it right. Many of us out there's thousands and millions of us, no one likes to admit they're wrong. When I started realizing that I was wrong was probably when I hit 23, 24 and I had to turn around to my parents and go, hey, sorry, I was an obnoxious twit. As covered in a previous episode of the Phill-osophy Arc. And well, once you get past that little speed bump, the sky is the limit. Once we can admit we're wrong, or we're living, being deceived, and living useless systems, it gets easier and easier, folks. So much easier, in fact, that when I hit roadblocks, or complications, or system failures, it doesn't take me years to overcome them, or months. It's usually 7 business days to 2 weeks, and I can overcome most anything now. Nothing stands in my way. Not me, not other people, not the universe, not nature. Not my job or business. I just create a new plan, act with decisive actions, and just back to business. The path is complete again and ready to roll down that trail once more. How we come up with our plans to get ourselves out of sticky situations, well, that's up for debate. Friends and family are good places to ask for advice and actually listen instead of just venting. So ask for advice, people. And now the other great avenue of information to repave our path down the proper route to a better, happier future is YouTube and the internet. We are in the modern age of sitting on the absolute goldmine of all human wisdom and information that ever existed, and we don't even have to pick up a book of Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, I don't want everyone zooming out there and asking ChatGPT, because that's a load of trash. Ask yourself, do some research, read some bloody books, watch some documentaries, listen to some audiobooks, ask yourself the big questions. Come to your own conclusion. Because some smart, fancy, jazzed up bells and whistles computer system, ChatGPT, can't give you everything. And sometimes when you struggle and do it yourself, you will achieve the truth. Just a little thing I noticed while my steak is cooking for breakfast and I'm uploading the current morning episode of the Phill-osophy Arc. Hashtag we can be wrong sometimes. Hashtag I was wrong. Anything to do with the vein of like, hashtag I failed. They don't exist. And if they do, there's like between 1 and 19 like uses for that hashtag. People hate admitting they're wrong. The goddamn kryptonite of hashtags. This speaks volumes. Almost tragically so. So yeah, no one likes to admit they're wrong. And this video is probably gonna get no likes. The episode's probably gonna get no likes. Catch you later. Hey, Future Racer here. If you're finding the Phill-osophy Arc series inspirational, educational, entertaining, humorous, or it's giving you a little smile, think about liking and subscribing. If you have a family member, loved one, or friend who you think could equally benefit from this series, think about sharing it with them. And if you find this series stupid or lame, please go down to the comments and tell me why, because without your help, I can't grow as a human being.